The spider, to me, is one of the greatest examples of how to integrate and separate. You know, when you have a spider web, the spider sits there. The spider doesn't care what flies into the web. Will eat it. And the spider will always make the same web. Now let's think about that. Whatever flies into the spider's web will always produce the same fiber. Interesting. Think about how our industry does it. Our industry has supply chain management where everything has to come into very narrow specifications. Because if it doesn't come in with these narrow specifications, they can't control the output. The spider doesn't care. As long as it flies into my web, I'll eat it. And some may be a blood-sucking mosquito, and others may be a plant-eating beetle. It's all the same with a spider. So the spider has the capacity to take in whatever and reproduce locally into the same product. Because very often I hear from the industry the critique that, integrate, separate, 5 kingdoms of nature, my God, that's a confusion. That's never working. No, maybe in industry, the way you are set up today, it doesn't work. But that's how the spider works. And to me, therefore, the spider is a symbol. Because the spider processes protein into amino acids only using pressure and moisture control. When we're processing protein into amino acids, we need acids. Just like the textile industry. When the textile industry gets petroleum and cracks out nylon, then in order to make the nylon into a fiber, it needs acids. The spider doesn't need any acids. The spider only uses pressure. And what's the pressure? It has an exit, like an anus, and it just presses it, and it controls moisture, and it produces the strongest fiber in the world. The spider's fiber is stronger than steel, better than titanium, lighter than titanium. How can the spider do that? Only with what is locally available. And I think when we tell these stories to children about the spider, then children are very, very amazed. Because when the spider can do it, why does our industry do it this way? And on top of that, when the spider needs a new web, it just eats his existing web, reprocesses the protein, and makes it. So the spider is capable of reprocessing its webs. And so, for example, the following happens. The spider has made a beautiful web, and now it starts raining. And the spider kind of knows this is rainy season. The spider will reprocess the web to make a nylon thread, not nylon, but the spider silk web, will make a new web, and that new web will be great for the rain. And now the spider sees that the leaves are dropping and the sun is coming through. The spider is going to reprocess its web. And that part where the sun is coming through, it will make certain that the sun rays go through the web so that the insects don't see the web. Hey, this is a pretty ingenious spider, right? Don't we start having a bit of respect for the spider? Even if it has hairs in it. And the spider becomes quite incredible. The spider reprocessed to be better water resistant, to be sunlight going through. And the sunlight only is reprocessed on the spots where the sun is shining. They even have some, apparently they take pictures, and say, oh, here is the sun. That's right. So when we get into this, I cannot but be impressed with how these natural systems. And then when we expose the way we do it today, our children say, oh my God, we can do better. We can do so much better than our industry has been doing. And I can do it.